What's up? We are back and this is 2024, but we're talking about 2023.
Because we're still sitting in 2023 right now. So, this is the best of 2023. What are we talking about?
That how I am the best and you're the worst of 2023.
No, we're talking about like the best stuff, like the best song, best whatever, all kinds of best stuff.
Exactly that. I did not finish a single book this year.
Means they were all incomplete. I get excited by equipment, but that excitement dies down.
Whoops! I've learned that I'm an overthinker.
You just learned that this year.
Okay, so we have a list of different questions or rather categories.
Categories, yeah.
So the first one is best show.
I have a few.
See, now you can't do that. You have to pick one. We just want to know the best one, right?
No, we want to know. I liked Beef. Not Beef, sorry, The Bear. What am I saying? Beef. I've written Beef. The Last of Us, Sex Education, Succession and The Crown. These were like my top shows of the year.
Pick one.
The Bear.
The Bear. Season 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I barely watched any fiction in 2023, which is really unlike me. And I watched a lot of reality TV, which is so unlike me. And the show that really consumed me this year was Below Deck.
Who introduced you to Below Deck?
That doesn't matter. What matters is that this show
has changed your life.
Which I came across so many times, but I would just skip. I was like, I'm not gonna watch this shit. You made me watch one of the episodes, and then I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I saw another episode, and it took me like 6 months to watch all of it. And
by all of it, he doesn't mean just Below Deck. He means Below Deck, Mediterranean.
Meaning all of it.
Australia.
All
We've gone through all the countries.
All variations of it I watched. Yeah, so I'm completely sold on Below Deck. Vaguely, it is Big Boss on a yacht.
Not really, but
it is. And that's what I've been watching, and I'm not ashamed to say that.
Okay, next category is Best Movie. It's something I actually watched last week.
Please don't give us a list of 5.
It's one, and it's the most beautiful movie. Like, you have to watch it. It's called Past Lives. And it's apparently been nominated for a lot of awards and all of that. I had no clue.
Is it Korean?
No. The people are Korean, but like one of the like 2 kids who are in preschool together, and one of them migrates to America.
No, but is it Korean?
Like English mainly, but there's obviously
but based in Korea?
No, based in the US mostly.
Oh, okay.
But like, it's the most beautiful love story and really realistic.
What is it called?
Past Lives.
The first one I would say is Joyland.
Oh, I forgot about Joyland.
Joyland. I mean, what a brilliant movie. What a brilliant movie. I related to it on another level also, where basically the language spoken is like the Lahore Punjabi, and that completely reminded me of my grandparents. My grandparents were from Lahore, so just their way of talking of the actors was so relatable, and the story itself was like the bomb. Like, what a crazy story and performances. Yeah, and the second movie, which I'm gonna mention briefly, just recently it came out on Netflix, is called Maestro. It's got Bradley Cooper in it, and he's directed the movie. And I think he should just get the Oscar for it. It's a brilliant movie. Like, what a piece of art. Are you a little surprised with my preparation and how vociferously I'm expressing myself?
Not at all.
Next category is best new habit or practice you introduced and stuck with.
Ironic that I'm looking at my phone while saying this, but it's not looking at my phone when I'm out for a meal or like when I go to a restaurant or whatever. Like, we always have this habit of looking. Over the last year, kind of been more conscious of not doing that. Very rarely now. Like, I could go 1 hour at a restaurant and not look at my phone also. And that Saki clap was because someone has not broken that habit and someone is always on their phone.
Yeah, because someone is not on their phone the other times. You want to compare usage right now?
No, I don't.
Best new habit or practice I introduced and stuck with was, for me, it was actually just sitting down and saying my prayers. I mean, I used to say my prayers, but it was like wherever I am, I would just say my prayer and I'd be like, okay, I'm done with it. But this year, I created a habit of sitting down like right after having my
What does
bath.
that mean? Like, what do you mean I would pray wherever I am now?
Like say if I'm out or if I'm driving, I would just say my Hanuman Chalisa and
like sit down and
yeah,
pray.
but now this year I have really created this habit of just sitting down and actually praying in the same spot. Try to be on, do it at the same time.
Best book. This is not a category that I included, and I have nothing to contribute because I read one book in this year. So,
which is that book? Let us know. Did you read it full? If you read the whole book,
it was that Harry and
you did not read the whole book.
I did read it.
No.
I read it. I heard it. I bought the audiobook also. I heard the audiobook.
So then you didn't read.
So I
never read it. Well, shockingly,
and you can say two. You can take one on my behalf.
This is the shocking part that will shock you at least. That I actually did not finish a single book.
Don't talk rubbish, but you read so many books.
I did not finish a single book this year.
Means they were all incomplete.
Thanks to this thing called Instagram, and I have wasted so much more time that I usually
means you didn't finish a single book. I still don't believe that.
Yeah, I did not finish a single book. This year has been I feel
but of the partly read books, which was your favorite?
I don't remember because I just don't.
So why did you add this category to this? So we both look bad.
Yeah, when you read a book, it takes you a while to reach like a nugget that you want to savor. But here on social media, you're getting only nuggets and you're getting them like by zillions every minute. So it's like it's just lost its power. And I've fallen out of that habit of reading. Just sad. Am I shocking you still?
Shame.
Alright, let's move on. Best meal you had?
It's the last meal we had an Indian accent. If you haven't watched that video, we will link it here. I really enjoy like these tasting menus. I've realized we watch a lot of them on Below Deck as well, right? Like when they request the chef and say, I want a 10-course tasting menu.
They are very hard on the chef.
Yeah,
they're very hard on the chef.
I quite like that whole process. I mean, we both love food, but I just love that course by course angle of you're not knowing what's coming, and then you're eating like little bite-sized pieces of different things, trying different things.
And this comes after you've been to Korea for 2 weeks, so yeah, you must have really enjoyed it.
I really like the Korean food also, please, but this is it's like saying best meal is another level.
Don't be defensive.
And I know your best meal is probably going to be the temple food from Korea, isn't it?
Yes.
See, that's why.
See, I was so starved by the time I reached that meal, and I was so pleasantly surprised.
Because it was all veg.
It wasn't about being veg. It's about.
No, I was surprised. I'm saying for an all veg meal.
Because there was no escaping pork or beef in Korea for the most part. And when we got to that restaurant and how it was presented, how they were talking about ingredients and how they were like these amazing ingredients that I've never tasted. It was temple food in Korea and it was brilliant.
Best unexpected thing that happened to you? So I have two. I have one a little frivolous one and one is a more like obviously whatever.
Okay.
So the frivolous one is my love for bows. I started wearing it on the trip and then obviously we saw bows everywhere and I bought like a bunch of bows and then now I can't stop wearing bows and it's
did you plan to wear it for this video, for this answer?
No.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Yeah,
I just wore it because
I think that's just manipulative. You just happen to be wearing a bow today. Next one.
Then the more serious one was my shooting for Yumi Malaysia, like the second season. Like it was totally something I didn't expect would happen again. Because it was like, like the first time it happened, it was like one of those too good to be true, like traveling for 2 weeks and doing a show and getting paid for it and like living like that life. Obviously the pandemic happened and there was no like thought in my head that season 2 would ever happen, post that. And then to do that and be able to do that again, that was like really unexpected and really good.
Okay, for me, I think there's one definitive moment that I can think of which was unexpected and was quite powerful and pleasant. It happened on our trip to Haridwar. We were shooting something for the Taj property there, and they had organized something called Genealogy Session for me, where basically, I mean, there's a whole reel that I made about it, and I hope you guys can watch it.
We actually link it in the description.
Yeah, basically it is about my ancestors and how there's been a tradition in my family going back 300 years where every time someone visits Haridwar, they have these people or these pandits called the Pandas, where they go and make a note of their visit. The Panda showed up with the books, and he showed me entries of my last 7 generations, and that was like a really powerful moment for me. And like seeing my great grandfather's signature and his handwriting and his mentioning about his trip, that really was like a very powerful and very moving moment for me. Next category is best trip or place that you visited.
You wanna guess? South Korea! But even in Korea, I will say Seoul is like my favorite city. Like I just really love the vibe. I love the cafe culture, the different areas to explore. Like I just feel like you could keep going back. Like kind of like how I said, like I felt like I was in New York. Like that same vibe of different areas seem different, and
like the boroughs.
Yeah, Seoul is my favorite spot.
There wasn't a lot of travel for me in 2023. So I'm gonna stick with Korea, and let's not talk too much about it. Let's go.
3 best things you bought in this year.
I'm not gonna say anything, I'll just show. Okay?
Okay.
Please keep recording.
Are you like hiding things in your cupboard now? Oh.
This is one.
Yeah. You couldn't like climb over me.
This is 2. This is 3. So these are the 3 best things that I bought this year. As you can see that they are sneakers. This one makes me the most happy. It's the Samba. These are the Nike Low Dunks, the Pandas. And these, I forgot the name, but they're just hot as hell. You go.
I think the first thing is my gimbal, the Insta 360, because I feel like work-wise that was like my favorite purchase because it's also so fun. I think as something I bought, I really like that. Like very often I get excited by equipment, but that excitement dies down.
Excuse me, you get excited by equipment?
As in like the work.
Whoops.
And then just like Vaibhav said, I'm also going to show you the other 2 because I can. Why not?
Don't be a copycat.
Why not?
Don't take my style and my swag away.
This
was not this year. I'm sorry. This was last year. This was last year.
This was this year. You guys know how much I love orange, and I was like, they relaunched the colors, and when they were launching,
actually we don't. Tell us about it.
I had just kind of like set a reminder, ordered this, got someone to carry it because they don't ship to India. So yeah, it was just one of those very fulfilling, purchases, and I use it every day, so it's being used also. And then the other one is on my feet, my Sambas.
Which are actually my Sambas.
No, they're not your Sambas. Your Sambas are there. We started the Samba conversation in Korea. We came back. Vaibhav bought his Sambas. I got FOMO. I bought my
Fambas.
My Fambas.
She got her Fambas.
And
so I got the Sambas. She got the Fambas.
Because I got FOMO. FOMO Sambas. They're Fambas.
Yeah, Fambas. Yeah. The next category is best lesson you learned in 2023.
Yeah, but this one's a little like touchy one. I think for me, it is a lesson I learned, and I also want to share with people that people over the age of 35 are not old.
Only old people will say this.
No, that's bullshit.
When you're
I
old,
just feel like when you're in your like teens and early 20s, you think people like 35 are like, oh my god, they're so old.
You're having this auntie mat bolo na moment right now.
It's not an auntie mat
it's
bolo na
cringe
moment.
worthy.
It's just like
Excuse me, and is this a lesson that you've learned?
Yeah, because I used to
No,
think
but
those
because it
people
sounds like a
who-
lesson that you're giving to other people.
Because I've learned it also the hard way, na?
That
like
you're
when
not
I
an
was
auntie.
not on the other side
Oh.
of 35,
Oh.
I was like, yeah,
basically-
they're old types. Now
So-
I'm like, no, they're not old
Oh,
types.
so simply you're just saying, Auntie mat kaho na. I've learned that I'm an overthinker.
You just learned that this year.
No. Like this year, I learned that I am an overthinker to another level.
Oh.
I need to admit that I overthink a whole lot, and that it's almost like a vicious habit. It's not even something that I'm doing consciously.
Like
So
it consumes you, like you're in
it
that loop
consumes
of
you,
life
yeah, and it just is not nice. And it's unnecessary actually.
So the lesson is overthinking is unnecessary.
For me personally, I'm not lecturing other people. I'm saying
That's
that
the
this
lesson
is
for you.
the lesson that I've learned is that I'm an overthinker and like at a vicious level. So I need to check myself before I
Wreck myself. Okay, best gadget.
For me, actually, the best gadget has turned out to be a very unexpected little frother or a foamer, or whatever you call it, which we bought for like 150 rupees from IKEA. And I was like, why are we buying this? It's gonna be shit. Let's buy something like better quality from Amazon or whatever. When it's working absolutely fine for the last 8 months. I use it every day. And it has proved to be the best gadget.
So for me, I think my iPad Pro is something I use every night to like watch shows and stuff like that. And also just it can double as a laptop pretty much. It's that powerful. So like if you don't want to walk around with your MacBook Pro and stuff and you can still edit on it and all of that. So my iPad Pro.
Your best look.
Best look.
This category you came up with, and please explain to me what am I supposed to say about this?
Any look that you really dig?
Meaning,
Yeah, yourself.
meaning you wore your clothes in the morning and you were like,
Okay,
wow.
Chan, we each have our own look to find, but let's try and do for the opposite person also. Like, let me say your best look according to me.
That means I have to say your best look?
Yeah, which you have no clue about.
Because all your looks are best looks.
Nice save, boss. I think one of my favorite looks was actually what I wore on my birthday. This look.
The jean skirt.
Like not jean, but it was like not denim. It was actually like satiny and like had a print of a denim skirt on it. To give it like a vibe of the year, this was like my vibe. Should I say your look according to me also? Or
yeah, might as well. Why don't you
wanna
answer
say-
this question on my behalf too?
I'm sure you have a look for yourself.
I'm just going through my Instagram.
I'll show you the look I did.
Can you be quicker?
Means so you also show your look now.
Okay, so for me, this look was in Korea.
That's what I was looking for.
So I don't know where it's gonna show or if it's gonna be all over in the edit. But
All
this is
over.
the look where I'm wearing my leather jacket,
Yeah.
which only comes out on holidays, and my new kicks and my new cargos. Because I loved it so much, I wore it for 3 days straight.
And he's not lying about that. He was wearing the same clothes. And I was like,
3
why
days.
are you wearing the same clothes? He's like, because I'm doing this photo story and I love how it looks. And I was just like, but you're in the same clothes.
See, when I like something, I stick to it.
That is
I mean-
the look I was looking for also. But I also think you looked amazing in the Gigi outfit for the Gigi store.
You mean the
launch.
tux?
The tux. And
So-
I just think you look really handsome in like a suit or a tux. And I
mean,
think
honestly, you put a tux on anybody.
they look better, yes. But you're a handsome guy. So you obviously go like...
Oh, say that again? For your look, I would say this when you became the Bhadeka Korean princess.
I'm a Bhadeki Korean princess. I'm a real
this-
Korean princess.
This dress that you picked up or whatever you call it. What is it called?
Hanbok.
Hanbok.
Basically, whatever was on top, you were like, this is it. Okay, best dessert of the year.
Best dessert happened to us in Bangalore at Magnolia
Oh, yeah, I
Bakery.
was gonna say
When
that.
I walked in and I had no idea what this was about, and she was like, "We have to get the pudding."
The banana pudding.
Yeah, the banana pudding. I was like, whatever, I don't like pudding, I want something chocolatey. And then I had it. And then I had it again. And then I had it like 5 times more before we left. And this was all in one day. I dreamt of that pudding
Until it opened
for
in
the
Bombay.
subsequent months. Until Magnolia opened here in Bombay. And it's just been good.
So this was one of my best desserts. The other one is the Bono raspberry cheesecake ice cream. That is like, it is just so good. These two desserts I have dreams of in the night, where suddenly you're like at 10 p.m. you're like, oh my god, I want to have something. And then of course it ends up being Bono because I can order it and I can't order Magnolia unless we go there and we get
But it'll happen soon. Magnolia will be on Swiggy.
So yeah, these two I think are the best desserts.
Next is best conversations or conversation you had.
I didn't understand this category. Weber was put it in FYI and I was like,
this
what
is
does
why,
that mean?
this is, I'll tell you why. This is why. My best conversations of 2023 have been with my cat.
I'm sure.
Sammy.
Also because, no, you have to have the conversation like you talk to Sammy.
But she's sleeping right now.
Yeah, but the voice is
I mean, I can,
the Sammy voice.
What I'll do is, you can record me having a conversation with her. I want to make it real.
Hi, Tony. Hi. You want your treaty? You want your treaty? You want your treaty? You want your treaty? I think so. Come and get your treaty. You get your weekend treaty every week. You want it? What are your plans for New Year's Eve? What you doing? Same old, same old? I know, me too. Where's the shame? We're just two cool cats.
All conversations with her are the best because she's the best listener and she responds to everything in her own little squeaky voice. And she is a chatty kitty and we love having conversations.
Our Sunday breakfast at Kitchen Garden is like my favorite time for conversations because I think we actually end up like talking about stuff of the week or what's happening in the world or like, you know, like we have a lot of deep and frivolous conversations I feel at our Sunday breakfast. Like,
enlighten us, who has started this tradition of the Sunday breakfast?
You.
And who has picked the place? The perfect place.
And who has been replaced by the cat? Me.
You are correct in all counts.
Okay, last category is the raging category. It is the best song of the year. And Vaibhav has a whole video for this, which you will see next week.
I could do best song of the day for every day of 2023. And so it's tough for me.
I have two. My first one.
Oh, this is Miley Cyrus.
Talk to myself for hours. So Flowers, I feel like I have heard this song through the year and every time I hear it,
But did it come out this year?
Yeah, it came out in Jan. And that's what I mean, like the whole year, it's still one of those songs that you can still, you know, dance to, sing to, and run to also. Next song is, alright, ready?
Yeah. Biba.
This is Biba from Joyland, and when we were watching the movie only, we were both like, what is this song? What is this song? And then
I just picked it and like downloaded it.
And it's amazing.
I'm quite impressed that, you know, you're expanding your horizons. For me, I have listened to a lot of Punjabi music this year.
Only Punjabi music.
This is... Stop!
Because we'll get us distracted.
It's called the Funk Song. It's by Kid J West and Talvinder. I love Talvinder.
Okay. That's your favorite song? Like the one? Of all the Panju ones, this is the one?
I mean, there are many. Like, I can't...
You can do two, Chal. What's the second one?
I'll do one more. Yeah, so this one's called Huss Huss, Diljit and Sia.
Okay.
And there's many more.
You'll have to find his Apple
my playlist. Okay, so that was our best of 2023. It was a long list.
And hopefully 2024 will be better.
It better be better, man. Come on, 2024. Let's do it. So guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up.
And comment below with like your best and top favorites from 2023.
See you.